Hey guys, my name is Lilly and today I want to top off my preps, and the reason why I'm doing that today is because we've gotten a lot of snow. Look at this. So usually we don't get snow before Christmas anymore here in the lowlands of Austria. So snow before the new year is very seldom. But this winter we already got 2 times snow before Christmas. And I think that's because a very cold winter is predicted because of La Nina. So if the winter continues like that and if it stays cold, that means that we have to tap into our natural gas reserves. And this year we have 10% less natural gas like last year. So there might be a blackout because of lack of natural gas. And this is why I want to top off my preps today. So actually, we are missing a lot of pickles. We still have enough of rice, so I don't want to buy rice, but pickles is a good idea for the vitamins. And let's see what else we find in the store. And also I want to fill this car full with gas, because in wintertime I always keep our cars at least half full with gas to make sure that we can still use the car even in a blackout situation when the gas stations are not working anymore. So this gas station is where I'm getting the gas from, and the price for diesel right now is 1.34 euros, and for gas it's 1.37 euros per liter. Alright, so I'm back here in my basement, and yesterday I bought a cart full with food and other supplies for 290 euros, so that's pretty steep for just one cart. But hey, this is how it is here in Europe, everything is very expensive. Yeah, and yesterday I just took all of the food and just stuffed it into the shelves without a lot of thinking. So today I want to make myself a little bit of a better system, how I want to store everything. So basically now I have to take out a lot of the cans and everything, and also I want to take this marker and I want to write the expiry date on the cans so that you can read it much more quickly, because otherwise you always have to search for the expiry date and that always takes a long time. I have my permanent marker, and this is a jar full with bell peppers. I really love them. They taste really good. And the expiry date is the 31st of December 2022. So this is what I want to write on all my jars and all of the cans. And also I have to, you know, do some sorting, and I will go through everything. Okay, so now I will do a lot of sorting, and then when I'm done I will show you the result of my new order here in the basement. Alright guys, so now I'm done with sorting through the shelves, and it took me a good hour to go through all of the food and beverages that we have. And as you can see, we have much more space now, and everything is really tidy. And now I want to give you a detailed tour about the foods that we have in these shelves. And actually this is not all that we have, so we still have a small pantry in our kitchen. So we have more food upstairs, but this is really the bulk of our supplies, and that's what I want to show you. Alright, let's start right here at the corner. So here in the corner you can see that we have some dog food for Amy, and right now we are really low, so I have to order more for her. And she's actually eating a lot of food, so in a day she can easily eat 3 cans, which makes 15 days of food for Amy right here. So that's not a lot, and I want to get more, of course. Oh yeah, by the way, here we have our camping stoves. We have 2 of them, and this is a unit that you can place on your camping stove, and then you can turn your camping stove into a heating unit. So this here will get really hot. So this is pretty awesome. I got it very cheap on Amazon, and if I find it again I will leave you a link in the description below. Okay, then here underneath we have a lot of butane gas cans. I believe there are 16 in here, and also we have like 8 more here in the corner, and even another type of butane gas stove. So we have different kinds of setups, so in case we don't have electricity anymore, we can at least cook our meals, which is great. Then here on the bottom there's a non-food section, so this is basically cleaning rags. Here I have my Berkey water filter, and this is just other stuff for personal hygiene. Then here we have drinks. We have all sorts of vitamin drinks, and also coconut milk and such, apple juice, orange juice. We have, this is pumpkin seed oil. Then we have sunflower oil, olive oil. We have different kinds of vinegar, but we are really low on the vinegar, so next time I have to buy some. Yeah, then here we have some nuts, but they actually go into this compartment. So here we have all kinds of nuts, and yeah, nuts are great because they have a lot of calories. And look at these nuts. These are hazelnuts, and they are really big. I've never seen such big nuts, to be honest. So honestly, I'm thinking about planting those in my garden because they look really nice. Oh yeah, here's one more pack of walnuts. And then we have a lot of these mango chips. And also banana chips. This is great for vitamins, and these are great for calories and good oils. Okay, behind the container here we got 30 kilograms of rice, and it will still last until 2024, which is a good date. So usually we only eat organic rice, but it's really expensive. So for prepping we bought this rice here, which is ordinary rice. And if we don't happen to eat this rice, we will give it to the chickens of the neighbor in the hope that they will maybe return us some eggs. Okay, then here we have our can section. So here we have goulash soup, a lot of it actually. We have more goulash, and this is meat with rice, but actually I have to say it doesn't taste so good. So maybe I give it to the dog. Yeah, and then here we have red cabbage, we have potatoes, and we also do have sauerkraut. So sauerkraut is really good for vitamins, and potatoes give you a lot of energy. Yeah, then here we have potato puree, which tastes really good too. Then next you can see some pickled carrots. Then we have red beet, we have blueberry jam. Okay, then here we have a lot of jars of cowberry. I really love these, they are tasting so good. Then here we got 2 odd jars. This is bruschetta and this is tomatoes in oil. And then here is my favorite salad. This is sweet bell pepper salad. Tastes really good. Yeah, and then here we have more cans. We have beans, we have olives, champignons, peaches, mung bean sprouts, and also pineapple. Here we have 6 jars of ayva. We have peas, more peas, lentils, beans in a can, and also chickpeas. And then we have a lot of coconut milk because we really love making Asian dishes. Okay, underneath this shelf we have medicinal teas and also vitamins. Then here at the side we have our sugar and noodle compartment. So this is plenty full now. We will have enough of pasta to get through a small crisis. Then up here we have, yeah, this is basically rice and other random stuff. So it's all carbs, tacos, polenta, yeah, and a lot of rice too. Then up here we have our pickled tomatoes from our vegetable garden. We even have more tomato sauce here. Then here we have all of our jars stored. Mostly Mason jars, but also other brands. Yeah, then continuing on, here we have salt, a lot of salt in the bag, and we have a little bit of kids food. We have a lot of honey, more than we can eat in the next 10 years probably. And here we have coffee and other flour, we have cacao, we have random stuff that you need in the kitchen, you know, like different kinds of spices and so on. Then here we have a lot of pickled cucumbers. Okay, so besides the food we also have a camping toilet in here with some sawdust, and we have water and toilet paper. Also what I find really good is paper plates and paper cups. So if the dishwasher is not working anymore, you can use those instead. And then after you use them, you can burn them in your wood stove, for example. So those are great, and you just have to make sure that you only use the paper ones because the plastic ones are not good for the environment. Yeah, we have more kitchen towels and more toilet paper in another room. Here it was just getting too crowded, and this is why we only have a little amount here anymore. Yeah, in this compartment we have our vacuum sealer. I just have this very cheap one, but it's working. These are the bags. Alright, the next thing that I want to do is I want to vacuum seal this thing here. So this is a pack of soup green. Even without meat you can cook your soup, so it's better than nothing. It's good for the vitamins. Alright, so I have decided that I want to store the soup green in jars instead of vacuum sealing them. That's because I have a lot of empty jars here and I want to put them to use. And also I've made myself this funnel from an old bottle. And I want to use some dry bags to make sure that the jars stay dry. And now I'm closing the lid. And this should be good for a long time. So the expiry date says June of 2024. That's a long time. So now I'm taking a flip chart marker and I write that on the chart. Okay. And if you're wondering what's in this thing here that we call soup green in Austria, it's parsnip, carrots, celery, leek, lavage and parsley. So this is usually what we put into our soups besides the meat. Okay, and with the rest that's in this pack, I want to make myself small packs for when I'm going to make an overnighter in the forest. Nice. Okay, this is where I put my soup green. Pretty awesome. And now I want to continue with the peas. Alright, so the peas are split and I definitely want to vacuum seal them. However, I don't want to put them in a plastic bag directly because I heard that if you leave any kind of food in plastic bags, the plastic chemicals can leach into your food. And this is why I want to fill the peas into these cotton bags first. And then I will take this cotton bag and put it inside of the plastic bag, and this way I can still vacuum seal my peas without having direct contact to plastic. Now I made 4 nice packs out of the big split pea bag that I had before. And now I want to take a look at the beans. Now unfortunately they only will hold for 9 months anymore. So I'm not sure if I even should go through the trouble to vacuum seal those. So maybe I will just sow them out in springtime. So I think that's what I'm going to do to the beans. And maybe I will get a new pack of beans which is a little bit more new and vacuum seal those, just like I did with the split peas. Alright, so now I'm done with the vacuum sealing for today. And I think the trick with the cotton bag inside of the plastic bag is a pretty good one, so I really like that. And maybe I'm going to vacuum seal even the nuts that I have here, so I might do that next time. And in general I like to have my food either in cans or in jars. And I really don't like the fact that I have them in plastic bags, so I think I'm going to take these out and put them in a glass jar as well. Now the only thing that I'm missing in my setup is a good vacuum sealer, and also I know that there's an adapter for mason jars, and I've tried to get one in the last 2 years, but it was not possible. It was always sold out. So I don't know if they still make this adapter that you can connect to your vacuum sealer. It looks white and it's round. So if somebody knows where I can buy this adapter for a glass jar, that would be awesome, because then I don't need plastic anymore, and then I can vacuum seal my food inside of a mason jar, and that would be super awesome. So if somebody knows where I can buy a mason jar vacuum seal adapter, then please let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so this is it for today. I hope that you got a little bit of an overview what one household would need as food supply, and of course you can always get more, but I think that right now I feel very comfortable, especially with 30 kilograms of rice. I should be fine for at least 2 months with this supply. So if the blackout comes this winter, I will be ready, and that's the main concern that I have right now. So I think that the probability is very high that we might get a blackout in Europe. And actually I have done an interview with a leading blackout expert from Austria, and I will link this video in the description below so that you can get some intel in why a blackout might happen. Okay, so now I will clean up and I make sure that I will remove all of the stuff that has fallen on the ground, because I want to avoid vermin problems. And yeah, gladly in my house I don't have any mice or other vermin, and that's because my house is built with solid bricks and mortar. So it's not possible that a mouse can chew its way into the house. The only way that it could come in is through the door, but in the last 4 years we didn't have any mice in here, so I should be fine with the mouse problem. And also, I've often thought about how can I heat my house if there's a blackout. Now I have a natural gas heating, but the problem is the natural gas supply might also stop in a blackout situation. So even if my device is going to work, there's just no supply of natural gas coming in, so it's probably not going to work. But gladly here in the basement, actually this basement is underneath the soil, so the soil starts here at this height, so most of the basement is underneath the soil, and it's actually never freezing in here. So I think the lowest temperature that we have in here without heating the basement is maybe 15 degrees or 12 degrees Celsius. So we are way above freezing, and I don't have to heat up this basement even in a blackout situation, and that's a great thing. Now for upstairs, I'm now getting a wood stove. It took a long discussion with my spouse, but now we are getting one, and then I can heat this house and I'm independent. And also you can see that I have enough of propane gas, so even if there's a blackout for some days, I can heat the house with my camping stoves. So I think I'm very much prepped. I'm really proud of myself, and of course I know that this is not a lot of food, so other preppers have much more food, which is okay, you know. But I think right now I don't have the urge that I prep even more than this. I think we are going to be fine with the supplies that we have right now. Okay guys, so this is it for today. I really want to thank you for watching, and stay tuned till next time.